Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you are. And welcome back to the Beta Plan, playing Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. And I have to apologize, you missed a room. That's basically what it comes down to. I went into the town in order to sell a few things, came back, and I thought I hit the record button, but I did not. And the best thing that I have is an autosave back here, unless I have to go back all the way to town to sell everything, and no, not going to do that. So, unfortunately, you missed about 15 minutes of me dialoguing, or I just talked to the thin air, whatever you fancy. And interesting things have been learned. You see a Tremere standing right down there, right? And, well, we still have that bow, but we are not allowed to fire for some reason from this cliff to there. No, if I see Willem attack with the bow, he walks all the way down there. Which was, by the way, cost me an awaken scroll back then, but, yep. Because Christoph was standing down there after having dealt with a Tremere that's, well, immediately attacked and comes up here. Which we've dealt with now as well, in the same manner. And, well, then he stood there and switched to him, and it became all messy. My mistake. But
stand thy ground.
As it was.
Let's loose thy wrath.
Oh, let me
I do withdraw.
Let me make sure that they don't follow me. So what I did is, I was talking about when I was here, like, the fact of the matter is that and I've touched upon this before, this term Diablo-rising Tremere, and also I haven't talked to this guy yet, but I noticed him that I would not consider this a Tremere the way he looks, so I'm really curious about him. The fact of the matter is, we are Diablo-rising other vampires, and that may actually be the reason why we find these books. Now, hear me out, it's a bit of a cop-out, but perhaps it could explain a few things. Now, normally, you are not allowed to Diablo-rise. It is a bit shunned in vampire society. You are active, yes you are. And the reason, of course, is just like Mom and Dad tell you not to eat from the cookie jar, because, well, they want cookies of their own, and they don't want everything to be gone, of course. Hello, Serena. I guess that was close enough for you to activate. No problem, luckily you're still on the do not do anything duty, but if you're aggressive then, which means an enemy is close by, she will attack. But anyways, so we are Diablo-rising this Tremere region right now, right? The fact of the matter is why people don't want you to do this may be different from why you should not do it, or actually should do it. Oh, do you hear me again? Yes, you hear me correctly. The fact is, if you Diablo-rise vampires of a generation before you, in general, I don't think it's with your own generation, but I'm not sure about that. You gain their powers if you completely drain them like we just did. And that is, well, in a way, if we do that with Tremere, you could gain their powers, right? But perhaps the game could not be programmed in such a way that that happened correctly. And thus, it opted for putting down books. It is at least the way I can, more or less... What the hell just happened? Oh my lord! Yeah, thanks so much. I don't know what just happened, but all of a sudden we are here in a battle that I did not expect to be in. And I am really sorry now. I have to be a little bit concentrating here. Oh my... Willem, if you would go into werewolf form now, it would be really appreciated. But, well, you don't. Ugh. And now she uses fortitude, after we have cleared most of the room. Whoa!
Hold. What manner of Cainite have they imprisoned here? He seems more animal than man.
Thou hast saved Eric of Clan Gangrel. According to the ancient Cainite law, I owe thee a life boon. I shall accompany thee and protect thee until such time as I discharge my debt.
Thou speaks with honor.
Thy providential attack did interrupt the wicked sorcerer Ardan, as he began a conjuration to twist me into a mindless gargoyle. At the sound of thy coming, the Tremere snake slithered into the chambers below. I am thine to command. After I have felt the Tremere's shriveled heart burst between my jaws.
Thou mayst tear the warlock's heart from his chest only after I have pried truthful answers from his mouth. Now let us go.
Alright, well, we have gained another. Whoa! Guys, we are wasting a ton of blood, and now you call in a Wraith, and now you go into wolf form. Why is it always so late? And always when the big enemy is already gone, the gargoyle. Well, anyways. I am quite curious about this Eric character. Oh, he just goes also rampant. Guys, can we not all waste this amount of blood? Because if indeed the big guy is right below, we need to be full on blood and not in, well, low amounts of blood. That isn't very useful. But oh well, that is apparently how people in Vampire the Masquerade Redemption are programmed. See a big enemy, charge ahead with it, and don't consider yourself with anything else. And if there is a few small enemies, because there are a lot of them, then we need to use our powers because we are overwhelmed. Yeah, that's not really always how it works, folks. So, I guess this is the time that we start using these blood pearls, because well, I have been collecting quite a few of them. Alright, we have gained a lot of blood ourselves. I'll give this one to Serena, because she's pretty darn low on it. Alrighty then. And Gangrel, I have to admit, and I think I've said that before, one of my favorite clans, along with Tremere. Gangrel, why I normally like it? Well, normally I like Gangrel actually for a reason that Willem is taking away. Gangrel is the one that is, well, the ones with the Prothean ability. This one, Prothean. But for some reason, Willem has it. But it's normally the clan ability of the Gangrel and, well, their feral claws and wolf form. In fact, if you have the unofficial patch of the bloodlines installed, Gangrel are secretly the strongest clan around because their form, this wolf, the shape of the beast, along with blood buff, it overcomes the maximum strength cap, and therefore you can actually double down. And I'm really meaning that can gain twice as much as maximum strength with a Gangrel, and that makes them so powerful. And because they're already pretty potent on the close combat issue, along with that Claw of the Beast, you can indeed just hack, and drink when there's a human around. Very nice. Earth Melt. I don't really like this power. Safely rest. Oh, thank you. Unless that means we can do that right now, but... Feral Whispers. This is a unique one. Animalism. Oh, no, this is Calling of the Beast. We saw that actually. We saw an extra hound there. So, summons an animal to your aid, yes, and enlist target animal to your aid. Alright. So, he has that and that. I don't mind that at all. Feral Claws, very good, because that allows you to do the stuff. Fortitude is fine by me. Blood Healed, I see. Well, and then Feed, of course, which you also have at level 3. So, yes, it's quite common to have Feed level 3 at least. But dang, you look quite a bit different there, you big brute. Eric. A flamberge. I also wonder, Eric. Yes, you have a ton of strength. Oh, damn. Now I suddenly wish that I didn't. Hadn't gone on a mad selling spree of two-handed weapons. And unfortunately, there are only.
Hold silent.
Oh, what? Oh dear, yeah.
Hold.
What?
I approach. I hold.
I shall depart.
I must say that
Stand.
in
I do
this version,
withdraw.
Gangrel are a little bit too animalistic for my nature. I have the feeling more with Gangrel, with the types I like to play, of course, they can be this wild, is a bit more of the gypsy, well, having this animal side, but also having the wisdom, you know, when to use it and when not. But we're going in with
Stand thy ground.
Kristoff, because Kristoff has a lot of defense. And I think that he can take down these hoppers on his own, and then nobody else will have to help and use their powers recklessly. But we definitely will need some extra blood. You see how sometimes hard it is to hit an enemy, because that hopper literally just... Oh, he was doing dirty tactics. He was trying to hit my family jewels. And I want to use them for some sweet undying love making to Aneshka. Which, by the way, I also have crafted a theory about. Yes, now that I have at least a little bit more enjoyment in my game, I can once again start rambling about other stuff. What if Agnieszka would become a ghoul? I would make her my ghoul. And then that picture that you see at the beginning of every, what do you call it? Oh, darn again, not a placeholder. Wow, beta plan, you are disappointing yourself like crazy. It's because I'm rambling now a little bit too much on. Okay, hold on. Take a moment, take a deep breath. Think what they are called. Thumbnail. There we go. We took a breath and we then remembered. So, thumbnail. The fact of the matter is that in my custom thumbnail, which is taken, of course, simply from what, is available to you when you lose, and I think is the old cover of the box of Vampire the Masquerade Redemption, shows us Kristoff with a lady that he just bit, and I wonder if that lady is perhaps Agnieszka, that he is made into a ghoul so they can be forever together. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if, Vampire Society wasn't too keen on having us do that, so we could go rebel for it. After all, whenever time we complain to the prince, well, he's not very happy. Ooh, down to level 4 chantry. Level 3 and 4 came in rapidly. Yoza. Let's be very, very careful here. If Arden is over here, then we may need to fill up on blood with vials. I wish I could pan the camera around the corner better. That is Arden. Alright, this is the big fight. We're going to have that in this episode, so it seems. Yeah, the problem is we probably are forced into dialogue first. Okay, you will take that bottle. We have found so many bloodstones that I feel comfortable in giving out some of this smaller Vitae stuff. You know, it's look at the amount of bloodstone we gathered. It's about the amount that we had in bottles. So yeah, we are quite capable of controlling now. This is the big fight. They've given us an extra character right before the big fight, so I assume this fight is going to be a little bit on the heavy side.
Attend me.
Ooh, attend me. You know what? Let's do crazy. Let's do really, really crazy. Disciplines. They are only allowed to use the disciplines that I have on the quick slot. I told them that. So if I do this, will they not feed? Because if they won't feed on their own, if they frenzy, will they then not will they also not feed? Like, have we found a little bit, perhaps a slip between the cracks? Shambling hordes won't help us, because shambling hordes, somebody needs to be dead on the ground, so that won't be it. Heightened senses, no, because, well, you know what? Before Arden actually can go invisible. These are the 4 powers you may use in this battle. All. Yes, you may use that. You may use all these powers. Feral Claw, Beckoning, Feral Whispers. Who was the one that called Beckoning? Was the one that called an animal, right? Okay. Gone with the Feral Whispers. These are your 4 powers to use for this combat. Let us see if we can talk to this Ardent and then kick his arse. Probably haven't got a fail the first time around.
Let loose thy wrath.
People, are you following or not?
Return to me.
You are in follow mode. Yo, I don't want to go in here alone. This is the one reason I want allies. One moment. People, you better follow me. I swear to you. Is Serena the only one that has any...
Do not attack me. I shall give thee all thy desires.
Hold, Ardan. I am Kristoff Romuald of Clan Bruja. Where is Agnieszka?
Welcome, Kristoff Romuald. Ah, yes. an intriguing woman came unto me. A nun she was, and she was my first nun. That is, she was the first nun who ever came seeking me. Aneska, her name. She sought the lore of the kindred. She sought our secrets. And she sought to learn of thee, Christoph. I was intrigued with such audacity.
Come to the point, Magus.
She seemed to have no fear. No fear at all. I was dumbstruck. She seemed possessed of the courage of 100 warriors, yet I could smell her fear. Well aware she was of the risk she ran. Was she filled with arrogant self-righteousness? No. She knew her God would not protect her from my hunger. Did she seek martyrdom? No. She clearly clung to her life and lived life with a passion I had not seen before in a nun. Was she mad? Or a mere fool? No. Behind her quiet words, there lurked a cunning mind. She was... I did not know what she was. And in not knowing, I was intrigued. Intrigued and strangely drawn to her.
I care not for thy loathsome appetites, Ardan. What became of her?
And she was quite beautiful. Didst thou know? Couldst thou see that behind her wimple, that her hair was long and auburn? Couldst thou see that beneath the shapeless folds of her robe, that she possessed a body as achingly beautiful as any odalisque? Truly, she chose the wrong profession to make the best use of the gifts God had bestowed upon her. In defiance of heaven, she had buried her talents in the field of the holy orders. Her beauty transfixed me, just as her courage thrilled me. I had never met a woman like her, and I shall never again. I had to have her. I had to make her my own child.
If thou dare to defile her in such a way, I swear I will burn thee to ash an inch at a time.
Thou might show more charity to the only one who can find her.
He baits thee, Christoph, and dawdles for some treacherous purpose. Pray, let me kill him!
Ardan, if thou dost fail to tell me where she is with thy next breath, Eric will behead thee before thou draw breath again.
I know not! I touched her not, but merely sent her away to the Tzimitzi.
Dost thou take me for a fool? Why wouldst thou send one thou lusted for to thy hated enemy?
My sire would not allow me another child, and I dared not defy him. But I could not bear the thought of another embracing her. So I sent her to the Tzimitzi. They are the only clan that would have no use for one such as she, so I could be sure they would not embrace her. They would simply kill her, thinking her a part of some Tremere scheme.
Devil-tongued fiend! Thou hast sent her to her death! Die!
Wait! She did return from the Tzimitzi.
What?
Liar! The Tzimitzi would have killed her.
Peace! Let him speak.
I asked her how she survived, and she said, her faith sustains her in all things. She even thanked me for sending her to the Tzimitzi. Ah, a most remarkable woman. My spies did tell of a predecessor revenant that did cower before the pure light of her faith, and sobbing like a child, whispered to her of Golconda.
Golconda? What is that?
The belief that a vampire can be redeemed, cured of the blood of Cain. 'Tis but a legend, and no more, told to give comfort to weak-willed Canaanites. Yet no one knows more of Golconda than the great Tremere master, Atreus. She said she would go to him in his chantry in Vienna. She even asked to ride to Vienna in our October caravan of slaves. What a woman!
Where is she? Tell me, or I will split thee in twain.
I delivered her to the Ventru caravan driver, Orsi, and they left 3 days ago for Vienna.
Dog, thou hast enslaved her.
Ha! Master Etrius will take great delight in her. And now I have finished casting the spell that will destroy thee, thou love-struck clotpole!
Ardan, I will slay thee if it is my last act on earth.
Even I saw that one coming. Did I just get awed? Yes, I think I did. Use potence, use feral claws, use spirit summoning, use potence. Let go of you. I can't move.
Rejoice in our victory. Come, we return to the university in triumph.
Very well. But then I shall go to Vienna and reclaim fair Aneska from these cursed warlocks.
Well, I must say, woohoo! For a master fight, that was really short. He didn't make some of my people unable to attack or move or anything, but Yoza! I just moved on and made sure that people used their powers, and he was short work. But even I, Kristoff, my god, I need to increase your wits. You're as dumb as... Well, not dumb, that's intelligence, but you have no perception. It was quite clear that he was, well, having some trick up his sleeve. He spilled out the beans way too easy. And then again, I also have the feeling that there were more going on, even if he had some perverse wits for her. Ugh. I wanted to cleave him in twain already, yet threatened him thrice and had done it. That's not the way to do it, my man. That's not the way to do it. So let's quickly go through leveling and then end the episode. You know what? We want to increase wits. We want to increase wits because it lowers the chance to go frenzy, A. B, it allows us to learn the Tomartagi thing, so I am going to wait with getting Auspex. And personally, I never enjoyed Auspex much. I know it gives heightened senses, but I never enjoyed the power much. And as I said before, I kind of want to make sure that I, well, focus. I want to give actually Celerity 5. I don't want Kristoff over here to branch off in 500 different ways and then be the master of many, or sorry, not the master of many, but, well, a learned man of many, but master of none, skill tree, which is very useless, so let's not do that. We actually get to keep Willem. We also get to keep Lure of Flames. Never heard of that discipline before. Creates a light of balefire that follows the user. Is this useful? I have no idea. Makes me sound like, yo, enemy, I'm over here. And Eric, who quelled the beast. Lowers frenzy levels and creates compliance in targeted creature. This is more of the wisdom power I meant. That is this thing. But I need a minimal manipulation of 50. Yeah, I need to look around because, and he also gets shape of the beast. But then again, it's too bad. I did not expect us to pick up a Gangrel so easily, and that he would join our alliance with a Bruja so readily. But now I have the feeling like Willem is leveled up in totally the wrong way. Oh well, I guess that well, this conference is going to be for the next episode, and when we need to, we will go into the Haven. Oh, did you see that? I was already wondering, like, look at those claws. And they were indeed different, and this fortitude thing is also still on. So there are quite, for a game of 2000, there are quite some cool visual aspects here. Look at those, way they look about, and how this thing, yeah, Eric, I know you're fist bumping, first because you're ready for battle, and now because you've won, but yeah, with this not following me, and following me when it is, and now tossing around with the abilities, and making sure that I could hit the ones that I wanted quickly, the game's battle mechanics are starting to get nice. Or nice. No, that would be wrong to put it. Are starting to be manageable. Alright, I say thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.